because I got a comment from Javier today. Javier, you said, hey man, don't know if you're still reading these, but would you recommend your type of lifestyle to someone that is considering suicide? To see your videos bring me a type of joy I know I could never get from the world in which I was born, and to compare this to the life that I'm supposed to live really makes me want to keep fighting for life. Living like this is almost like a form of suicide where you don't kill yourself. A form of suicide where you keep living. Because, you pluck yourself out of the world. What our definition is of the world, which is, planes, trains, automobiles, the cities. That's our mental limitations of what we think of the world as. But if you look at space imagery of the Earth, and you look at the night side of the Earth, and you see all this darkness, and you see these clusters of city lights, compared to all of the darkness around, cities are very small. Yes, they're like ticks draining blood from the earth, but there's still a lot of earth. There's still a lot of woods. There's still a lot of landmass. There's a lot of deserts. There's a lot of everything. So I think a lot of us, we take for granted just how big the world is and how much there is left to explore. A lot of people, you'll see them say like, oh, we're born too late to explore the earth. We're not. Just because satellites explore it doesn't mean that, we've explored everything. I found grave sites in the middle of the mountains, just lone grave sites with markers. I found Indian ruins, mine shafts. There are places that can be rediscovered, and there are things still left to do on this earth. This plan has been unfolding for eons. For us to be where we are right now is a gift. You are resetting your mind when you do things like this, and I think that's what's another thing of what suicide really is. Suicide is killing yourself without being born again. Doing this is killing your old self and allowing a new self to just completely take over. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on out in the world. There's cities burning down, there's people getting sick, there's people beating the hell out of each other over toilet paper and things like that. But that's such a miniature part of what life is. That's such a tiny little thing, but the thing that's wrong with most of these people is that's all their life is. And when society is your entire life, and society has an illness, you're bound to have an illness in your worldview. I think nature is a great reset button. And you don't have to just dive right into it, be a hobo like me. Problems with society start seeming real trivial. Everything that happens down there doesn't affect me, Like all the problems that go on, I hear fear on the radio all the time. Just breathe the fresh air and be thankful you're alive, because the energy it takes to make these trees grow and this grass grow, and what it takes to make a human heart beat that's beautiful to me. That's why I don't really like a lot of the nihilists. Once you start seeing it for what it really is, beyond the limits of a city, beyond the outskirts of a town, you start seeing the deer and the crows and the squirrels and the quail, seeing the changes of the scenery, and just think about how the earth wobbling as this happens, and how perfectly away we are from the sun to allow all of this life to flourish. It's amazing, and be thankful for it. Don't let what's going on right now in the world get you down, and don't let civilization make you think that that's all that exists, because there's a whole world out there. Every acre of it is worth going through.